First, aliens pay a visit to Vegas, and now Miami. And there's additional jellyfish aliens. What on literal Earth is going on? Welcome to Soul Spy University, where your souls can run free and your minds are free to expand. Today, I will be giving you the absolute latest on these topics and a Peruvian alien update. Not the ones you think, but I have all the updates on all of it all right here. But first, it helps my content to you tremendously. If you can please click that like button, subscribe to be a part of our family and not miss out on the news that they're not telling you, and share to help our channel survive. Just a reminder, there is a donation link in the description box. Any little bit helps to know that someone somewhere is listening. There's also a list of services I'm currently still available for, also in the description box if anyone feels called. Okay, so Tommy, let's start with the Miami aliens. And then we have Miami. I got aliens in Brazil. Then we got the jellyfish ones, which I have info on. I know you do too. And then I have a Peruvian one update, which is just all of this is out of this world. Holy alien. Okay, so Miami, guys. We've all heard a lot of things about it. If you haven't heard already, you know, there was rumors that there was like teenagers wrestling with a, some sort of box that opened up a portal. People saw like maybe three like 10-foot aliens. They went running. It was a panic. There was, I think, over 50 cop cars there, which is unusual for a fight at the mall. So here's what happened, Tommy. There's this guy that his dad is a cop and tells him everything. Well, he decided to record the conversation with his dad without him knowing and asked about the aliens at the mall. And his dad, who tells him everything all the time, was like, I'm not at liberty to tell you.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
How convenient of a relationship. How convenient of a relationship between father and son. That stinks, man. That'd have been nice to hear.
Oh, I hate that expression. Okay.
But it's okay. It's like, have you seen?
I have information on it. So what's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm too hyped up, guys.
Okay. I have information. Do you want to add before I tell everybody what really happened?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So what really happened is there's a source that I have that is very well known, very, very well known. And actually she has direct contact with the, you have to be really into aliens to understand this. Just know this, that was not, yes, it was aliens. Okay, so this is from a remote viewer who's very well known and very trustworthy and always correct on things. So yes, it was aliens. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't like they just showed up at the mall, was like, here I am, meaning them being seen wasn't on purpose. Apparently that kind of alien, which is very tall, 10-foot, like looking like a gray, but not, it's like a subset. Basically those types apparently are flooded. Like basically they're all over the planet, just harmlessly people watching. They go into crowded places to people watch, observe. And what had happened was there's a lot of recent solar flares that upped the frequency of the planet. Okay, so that some people, depending on the frequency they're at, could either see all of them or like kind of see like depending on your frequency, you saw like what percentage of them. And they started panicking, and the aliens were just like, what, like had no idea they would be seen. So now it's like, it's a joke, like there's like a public service announcement on their planet, you can go to Earth but you might be seen, which actually explains a lot more of the sightings possibly that we're going to cover today.
That's horrifying.
No, they're fine.
No, they're not. They're just watching like creeps. Is that why everybody thinks there's ghosts around? It's just some stupid alien be like, yeah, I like to watch.
It's not
what you doing in there.
Your view on things is a little perverse, I guess, because do you go to a zoo? Do you go to a zoo? Or are you jerking off to the zebra? No, you're just like, oh, a zebra.
Yeah,
Okay.
What else do you do at a zoo?
Well, when's the last time you've been? I'm guessing it's been a while.
It's
I
been a while. I gotta get to a zoo.
no, I don't think you're allowed anymore at any zoo
It's
ever.
still creepy though. It's still like weird. If they're flooded the freaking planet, what if one's just hovering over you while you sleep? Be like, yeah, is this how you sleep? Hmm.
Whatever. We
Hmm.
haven't noticed. It's fine. And in fact, there were a
That's
few
why.
times.
Is that why Muffin randomly barks at night?
Yeah, maybe. But there were a few times you and I even were like had dreams about aliens the same night.
Yeah, because they're freaking sitting over us, and I'm like, why is there lotion all over me?
Yeah. All right. Well, yep, we got more topics to
That's
get to, but what
that's
else?
awesome. That's awesome though. Like I heard the Miami things was like, yeah, I think it was 62 cop cars.
Wow.
Um, and it's like it's the stupidest excuse they've ever. It's like kids are fighting in the mall, so we've sent every cop in Miami.
Yeah, it was very like nobody sends that many cop cars for that.
No. Um, yeah, I think I sent you that guy talking about it, and there's some footage that they kind of think they see it walking outside. I mean, I've seen this footage, and it kind of looks like just like the lights of the cops, like shining on the building. But I could be wrong.
So also everyone that left that mall was completely identified, the address, the name, everything. Um, so the same source said that the Men in Black erased memories, or something to that effect,
Well, they didn't do such a good job because
and
there's a
footage,
billion freaking. What's that?
and footage.
Oh yeah, the footage. Yes, but there's a lot of guys online that are like, I was there, I was there, and this is exactly what happened. And there's that one. I don't know how legit it is, but this person was running, and they're like, this is the footage, the portal opening up. But then you
Wow.
look at the portal, and it's so difficult to see. You could kind of see a weird swirl because it's so blurry. He was doing it while he was running away and accidentally got the portal. But then it also, if you look closely, it kind of looks like it has like a like a web page thing in it, like a web page. So I'm like, I don't think that's real unless they meant to
Huh.
put that in to be like, go here for more.
Yeah, so that reminds me, recently there's been spottings of 10-foot aliens in Brazil. So someone just came out and was like, oh yeah, that was me. I was on a mountain and just trying to exercise and now they got me. But the video is just so witty and so like this person's like ready to make videos kind of thing that
Yeah.
everyone's like, no, that's not him. That's what I thought. And then it came out that no, it was just a joke. It's not him. But yeah, apparently there's few 10-foot aliens spotted on mountains in Brazil. Have you heard about that?
I am not. But if they what you said it was, and they're like in that weird just spying thing, then they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere.
Which is interesting because according to that, they'd be in well-populated places, but maybe they just like to be around nature and the mountains.
Well, if they're in Miami, they're like, yeah, maybe they like the sun, and they're just like, oh man, what's this white powder? And they're just freaking going nuts.
Oh man. Okay, we also have the jellyfish aliens and
Yeah,
another.
I got a bunch on that.
Yeah. Are we done with this topic or we'll come back?
I mean, if there's more, 1 second, please. I just have to put the light on. It's getting a little dark in here.
Okay. Well, as you can see, guys, Tommy didn't look behind him because if he looked behind him, he'd see what we're seeing, which is an actual UFO. Um, and Tommy, sometimes you just gotta look behind you.
What?
There's a
What's
UFO
behind?
behind you.
Where? I don't see
You
anything.
look the other way.
Oh God. It's all right. They're fine. They're cool.
Yeah,
They
I
just
told
happened to
you they're
watch the
just
car.
cool. What?
They asked me just to watch their car for a little bit while they went to go get a few drinks.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah,
So
man. Can't they just come down and be friends already? Like, wouldn't it be cool to
apparently
have a spaceship alien friend? Like, you know how you had like the friends in high school that could drive?
that would be amazing. Instead of freaking being like, oh, let's go to White Plains and hang out. And our spaceship alien friend's like, hey, do you want to go to End of Time? And I'm like, yes, please.
Or like anything. Like, I don't even like my list doesn't even have to be that great. Like it just like just come talk to us, like tell us stuff. Tell me why
I
there's a bear on my shirt. Like, come on.
I feel that we would annoy them with the amount of questions we would just constantly bombard them with.
Maybe that's why they're hiding. Like maybe that's
That
why
makes
they
sense.
never want to be seen.
That makes a lot of sense because I would just constantly be asking them questions. Like, what's the inside of the sun look like? What's like the um ha, have you ever seen like a world blow up
I'd
and
be
stuff
like,
like
what
that?
do you eat?
Yeah, what do you eat?
Tell me about what you guys do. What are you guys interested in?
Why are you running around naked? If you have all this technology, get some clothes.
I know. I think they have the clothes. It's like part of their skin. Oh, wait till I tell you about the Peruvian ones, the face peelers. That's a whole thing, and they're
Oh
not
yeah, sure.
like, oh, but I don't know. I don't think that's this podcast, right?
I
I think
don't think
that's okay.
so.
That's another one. So, guys, you got to stay tuned for that because I have such the scoop. Today, I'm going to give you an update on the other Peruvian ones that were found as mummies, not the other one. So,
Why are they hanging out in such tropical places? What's wrong
well,
with you?
I'll tell you. And
Oh,
that
it's
one.
because they're naked. It's because they're naked. They want a good tan,
Hmm.
or they want a lot of yayo. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, tell us about the jellyfish ones. I have some info on that, but I will.
Yeah.
Um,
So everybody, I don't know if everybody's seen it, but it's been making the rounds. The U.S. I'm sorry, the jellyfish in the U.S. Marine base in Iraq. This was actually footage from October 2018, but was just recently put out
yep, because
by
Jeremy
what's his name?
Corbell. Jeremy Corbell.
Actually, no, Michael. Oh wait, no. Yes, you got it right. I'm sorry. Jeremy Corbell.
Yeah. He's a good friends with George Knapp, and they were behind David Rush in court.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So apparently they're only allowed to show what doesn't interfere with national security. So it's actually a moment in history that they're allowed to release that video.
I know it's crazy.
Mhm.
Um, so they basically said that, this, you see this little thing basically it looks like this, and it's just like do, do, and they have a camera following it in thermal imaging because that's the only way they can catch it. Otherwise, they can't see the damn thing at all. And it flies through base, and then they say that a lot of Marines have said that um, afterwards it went into the water.
Yeah.
It went over the water for a little bit, then went under into the water, and then came out 17 minutes later, and then went so fast that they couldn't catch it on camera anymore.
Hang on, I'm gonna look
So
up the picture for people. So you said it went into the water. Let me see. For how long?
17 minutes.
Video. Okay, for 17 minutes and then came out of the water. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Oh, sorry about that. I should have kept talking. Sorry, guys. I'm not professional.
Really?
Anyway,
I can't find just the video, so that's going to be sort of an issue.
Oh, it's super, like, it's everywhere. So anyway, yeah, Michael, I'm sorry, ex-Marine intel officer Michael Konkowski, sorry if I got that wrong, guy, um, who was stationed in Iraq. Bear in mind, it's a yeah, it's a sensitive military base, so they're not saying which base in Iraq, but it's a base in Iraq. So Michael said that this wasn't a one-time thing. This thing is his words has been haunting the base for years.
Wow.
Guys would feel it like kind of like a small hum go by. They knew what it was, and they were Marines that were tasked with um just using as many different technologies and sensors that they could to find this thing and locate where it's going and where it is at all times and report immediately when they see it. And apparently, this is not the first time. This is only the one video that they allowed.
Wow.
So this thing had been just going back and forth throughout the whole entire base for so long. And it's like, what did they? Okay, there's no reason for an alien spaceship to just be going around the normal military base. So what is it that they were hiding? What kind of weapon that may have been an issue for the aliens, or what kind of maybe they caught something, maybe something landed, maybe they found something that for some reason this thing needed to constantly monitor them. So
And
makes you wonder.
like it wouldn't show up on radar, right?
It only showed up on thermal imaging.
Okay. Um, I wonder
Thermal,
where else these things are that doesn't have thermal imaging.
uh, I don't know, man, but this is the first kind that we've ever seen that looks like this.
Yeah, guys, if you look it up, it's like a machine that looks like its limbs are dead and just like it's just going straight in the air.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, an upside down hand like this, except a few of the things like are gnarled, and it's just sitting like this the whole time. It doesn't go like this, doesn't make any cool moves. It's just like this the whole time, and it's just like.
So yeah, and some people that were whistleblowers said some of the aliens are so bizarre they can't even describe it with human words. So that kind of checks there. Yeah, so apparently this video was confirmed by the Pentagon, um, and people have been hurt trying to keep it and other aliens secret, and they have been hurt trying to make them public. So this is a UFO revolution that this is allowed to come out. Um, and Grush gave a lot of people courage to come forward, apparently.
I just My problem is this: with the amount of alien stuff that's coming out, the lack of news about it. Like you get news, but then like I'm talking like newspaper, TV show, like they could not suppress this more. They're trying their best at the moment. They're like, what? Aliens in Miami? In a military base? We'll see them next while we have our new guests come and make us all kinds of different pancakes,
That's so romantic.
diet pancakes. We'll see you in a minute.
Well, that would distract me. Diet pancakes, like, let's know. I would like to know. See how distracting they are? Really?
That's the problem. I'd be like, oh my God, everybody, stop what the hell you're thinking. Freaking aliens. Yes, we're not alone, and they're here everywhere. Oh my God, oh my God.
But let's eat these
Meanwhile, they're like,
pancakes while we talk about them.
yeah. Meanwhile, they're like, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey might be engaged soon.
First of
What's
all,
that?
never.
That's probably
Second of
nothing.
all, okay, like I love how you're looking in the mirror right now because that's you.
Yeah, that is me. I would be like, what? Kate?
Oh my God. she's not even an alien. Okay, not even. She's not even interesting enough to be one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh God. Now they're gonna come for me. They're not. They're gonna come for me. Oh God. Oh God. You created this whole
I
thing.
love Taylor Swift. Let me get that out there. I love her. Love her.
Taylor Swift. If you're watching, I'm sure if I met you, we'd be besties. I'm just dealing with some other stuff right now where I don't like typical things. And the media makes you look a little typical. Listen, I'm sure if you met me, we'd be making Rice Krispie treats together and let's have some cocktails. All right, can we get on with our lives? Can we get on with our lives? Okay, we're moving on to so remember the Peruvian aliens that everybody thought were like what do you call it? Like distant relatives of the egg carton. Remember that? We did a short video on TikTok about it.
Yes, I do remember.
Hmm. Well, that makes one of us, maybe, because most people don't remember them. But yeah, guys, they were like, remember, it was a big thing. They found two alien mummies in Peru. And trust me, I have a whole Peruvian alien update in a later video you have to watch. That's different aliens, okay? But these were now confirmed. This is a freaking crazy thing. Basically, they're saying it's a mix between metal, plastic. All right, let me read the article. Okay, it's some human things. Okay,
So it's a robot?
uh, like it's like a bunch of stuff. Okay. Recently manufactured dolls, which may have been covered with a mixture of paper and synthetic glue to simulate the presence of skin.
So basically the robots.
That's interesting. But I think what they're trying to say is somebody was trying to actually give this to somebody else. Like, I don't know if it's someone's old Cabbage Patch doll that just fell in a landfill or what, but like someone tried to give this to somebody else, and like these scientists and ufologists like came and was like, "Give me that," and like was like brought it to court and was like, "Look," and then the court's like, yeah," and then like they're like, and then like other scientists grabbed them and was like, "Yeah, this is like made by Mattel."
But wait, didn't they take out DNA that wasn't human?
Yeah, because it's like uh plastic.
What? But no, the plastic doesn't have DNA.
Yeah,
Only living things do.
that so this I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is this a cover story based on what Tommy's saying?
Yes, yes, this is a cover. Although they did look pretty terrible.
Bones of
But
birds, dogs, and other animals.
I'm pretty sure this is fake. This is like them trying to cover up as much as they can. Who the hell would make a freaking mummy that look
Oh
like
wait,
that?
this is weird. Estrada said the very poorly built hand was created with human bones.
Who is this Estrada guy? Erica Estrada, the guy from Chips?
We're not going to even. We're not going where you're going.
Come on, it was right there. It was I had to. Look
Okay.
at
Let's see what else we got. Yes, so guys. So the Peruvian aliens are supposedly dolls made of plastic, metal, animal parts, and human parts. I don't know. That would be a really hard project. That would be like a lifetime of a scientist to create such a thing. So maybe Tommy's getting at something where it's a cover story.
Is it wait? Is the cover story coming from Peru or from one of us?
I don't know that, Tommy. I could send you the article.
Okay, so it's probably
Just came in
Peru
before
because
us podcast.
Peru, like these people think that they can like think that everybody's a moron down there, and that's what they think, and it's like they think they're gonna be like, oh no, he was dog, and everybody's gonna be like, oh okay, it's like come on, give me a break. Nobody's gonna believe that. It was mixed with all these different animals. Why? I guess maybe to trick somebody, but it's like, why would you bring that to court? You know that they're gonna test it if that was the case.
No, they didn't know it was like fake.
But
Found them.
didn't they establish that it actually was a very old? Like I could have swore they took tests and everything to carbon date the mummies, and that they were actually, in fact, extraordinarily like old.
I thought that too.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I mean, for some strange reason, I wouldn't be too like sad if they weren't real, because those are some ugly ass looking tiny money like mummies. So,
I
and
mean,
I even
here's the thing, guys. Either way, we're at no shortage of alien stories. Like just because that may not be real, which it could still be, they're just more and more alien stories are just coming out like crazy. So even if they try to cover this up, they can't cover up everything, obviously. To what Tommy said before about, the media trying to hide all these alien stories. I would direct everybody towards Russell Brand's channel, who he's proving, over and over, and I think Joe Rogan even said something about this, that, there's only like three media conglomerates that control every station. And Russell Brand literally proves, he shows like 60 stations at the same time saying the same line verbatim. So that is responsible for all the cover-ups of everything.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we have 10 minutes left. But yeah, I mean, because
I'm
that
still kind of
Miami
creeped.
thing should have been bigger, and it was. And even that dad couldn't even tell his own son, you know?
Yeah, I'm still creeped out about that. That you're that this person said that these things are just everywhere and just watching us. It's just weird, because then like
Said mostly crowded places like malls or Vegas.
that's still I work in the city,
Who
so
cares?
the thing.
Tammy, who cares? Like, I'm not scared. You scared? Like,
I'm
they're
not
obviously not
scared. I'm
bothering
not.
us.
No, no, no. I'm not scared. I'm just creeped out. It's just like,
Oh my God, there's so many other things to be creeped out by.
if you have
Weird.
technology to be invisible from us and basically physically, uh, what's the
They're
word?
obviously not doing anything. Like, they're
If they're,
extremely
yeah,
smart.
if you could pass, because it's not like there's like every time somebody comes around, they pile against the wall so you don't hit them because they're invisible. So you could obviously be able to pass through them or anything. Why wouldn't they just have the technology just chill back in their own home and be like, oh, let's watch a television set of humans? It's weird. It's people. It's a very odd thing. Like,
I don't care.
are we an attraction? Is that what it is? Are
Well,
we a zoo?
I heard Earth is the best show. But I heard that from near death experiences.
I mean, that'd be cool,
So
except like if they, I hope they're not watching my life, because it's like, Tommy goes to work, Tommy
it's like
comes home,
John from
Tommy goes
Garfield.
to sleep.
Well, I make it exciting.
Yeah. Tommy has to worry about a paralyzed dog. What will happen next? Yeah, stay tuned to Tommy.
Yeah, you brought up a good point. Can everybody say prayers for Muffin, our floppy little doxy poo? I don't know if you heard the name in there. Hint, hint. Doxy, part Dotson. One of her discs has slipped, and it's been a really rough week. I think everyone's going through things with the new year a lot, energetically, astrologically. But yeah, we are freaked out about the vet. Thank God she's medicated, and we're gonna treat her for the next 4 weeks. But if it comes to back surgery, we obviously don't have money. So just pray for us.
Yeah, and if one of these aliens that are like are just invisible, if they could hear, if they watch our channel, imagine they watch our channel, or if they're in the apartment and if they have the ability, could you just heal the dog? I mean, that'd be cool,
So
especially
for
since you're getting a free show.
word on the street that I heard like a decade ago is that the manta aliens, the mantas, are the ones that are like the doctors and healers of aliens. And that when you feel little tingles on your head, it's them doing things. If you weren't creeped out enough. I mean, I think this is fun. I'm like, yeah, let's party. In fact, please materialize. Like, please. I live with
No,
John Garfield here.
they're the creepiest ones, aren't they? With their stupid hands like this the whole time. It's like,
Man,
how do you do anything if you're like this the whole time? I can't take you seriously.
well, I'm part duck, you know. I have wings and I manage
Bugs eat meat. Oh yeah, sure, you manage.
um, so Brazil has 10-foot aliens walking on a mountain. They're like two of them. Look up the footage, guys. It's pretty convincing. So I don't know. I think it has to do with the whole Miami theory where solar flares. Is it from solar flares that our frequency is raising? Whatever the reason, I think it's just a matter of time that our frequencies are raising. If they're calling solar flares the cause, so be it. We all knew this was going to happen as a collective. And now our innate gifts are becoming more out, which we all know some people try to hide or suppress in us via the fluoride in water, or toothpaste or whatever, which is a whole other thing. Remember, so you guys, the color strip on your toothpaste will tell you a lot. Let me find this picture real
Oh yeah,
quick.
pay attention to that.
Yeah. It will determine if it's made of chemicals or half chemicals and half natural. Oh my God, I can't find the picture all of a sudden. Today is just so disorganized. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. If you have a blue strip on it, it's natural and medicine. If you have a black strip on it, it's pure chemicals. If you have a red strip, it's natural and chemical composition. And green is natural. Let me show you guys a picture. Can you see?
I could probably pull this up in my background.
Well, it's
Oh,
okay. We only have
all
4 minutes. We only
right.
have 4 minutes.
Never mind. They see it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so that's happening. Yeah, what do you think about all this?
I think the world is getting weird. And I really hope that these aliens finally just come down and be like, yeah, we've been watching you for a while.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, they don't have to come down, they're here.
well, I want them to come out. I'm so sick and tired of all this. I just want them to come out. And I also would like,
Imagine one just materializes behind me.
I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Looks
imagine. And
like
I'm
everything's,
just, and then I'm like, yeah, I see him. We cheers.
um, yeah, no, I want the state of things in this world at the moment. I would prefer these aliens to finally just come out and be like, okay, you fools, that's enough. We're gonna take over and make everything okay. Or like better or something. It's just things are just it just things are odd at the moment in life, in the world.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This
And
mhm.
I would prefer it to be a good odd in the way of aliens finally just being like, yeah, we've been here. We're actually the ones that made you. Uh all right, let's go on a ship and go see like the sixth star system that was created ever.
Okay. So, they didn't have to have made us. And even if they did, that doesn't have to interfere with your beliefs, guys. I mean, maybe a little rough around the edges there with maybe your beliefs could be a little filed down, maybe. I don't know. But the point is,
Hey, listen,
everything's going to be okay no matter what.
maybe there's an alien Jesus.
All right, getting on with life is that this year is gonna be. All right, I have to not look at Tommy during. This year is gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. But know that next year is gonna be better, and know that no matter what, everything's gonna be okay. Remember that everything's happening for you, not to you. On some level, on some very higher level, we all chose this. And that the reality is that at the end of our quote unquote lives, which is merely a grain of sand in the grand spectrum of everything, okay, that we're all together at the end having an amazing party. So we're all in a dream right now, a little, and just remember that throughout the year, that nothing's really that serious. It's going to seem that way, or impressions seem that way. It's going to feel that way, maybe. But that you're going to get through it. It's going to be all right. And we are so much more than this. And you are so much more than this. We have to go. God bless you all. I love you all so much. And stay tuned for the next alien update, which we're about to record right now, because those other Peruvian aliens you need to know about. Love you all so very much. Like, share, subscribe to keep us going. If you're still here, we absolutely love you. You're a favorite. And take care.